All right, today I decided to do something a little bit different. Yes, I am late to the market open, but that's fine. I wanted to make this video as live trading to show you guys that I know how to trade live and I don't just look for replays. Anyways, right now what we have is the following. We have low of day that was swept on NQ, which is also reacting off of this 4-hour gap right here. We took out all this liquidity and we're seeing bullish moves higher. So I'm expecting us to deliver higher and continue this uptrend and not, flip and just continue the downtrend. So honestly, I'm just waiting for a clean retrace. A 5-minute gap just opened up that we did tap into. So I'm gonna mark that out right here. Let's read this 5-minute. Very similar story on ES where we have a 5-minute that I would love to see respected, and it looks like we are respecting it to continue higher, and ES is looking a lot better. We have this gap right here, and honestly this does not look like a bad trade whatsoever. A long, ideally off of an engulfing closure with stops, I would say almost there, and target being high of day. This does not look like a bad trade whatsoever. We seem to be very bullish. There are no news. To worry about. We can also, I could probably go here just for the stop loss to play it super safe. If I go 6 lots, 6 times 4, that is 24. So I'm preparing for that, right? And again, this is what I post on Discord right here. So I'm gonna put that up on Discord. I like how much of a retrace we're making, and I think if we are gonna be bullish, we should see continuations higher. I don't love NQ right here. It's not the best, and yeah, this isn't honestly the best for Valley Gap. I would love to see something else. But let's look into the higher time frame here for a little bit. Yeah, sure, we have a 30-minute gap, but I feel like we have to focus on the fact that we have a 4-hour gap right here. Do we have it on ES? We already flipped it. We haven't flipped it yet, but we're trading way past it, so not ideal. In this case, I believe that if we get a strong engulfing closure above that right there, that is also a good trade. So I would be taking that. Gotta set up my live account. Gotta make sure that I have it up. Now on NQ, we're not really retracing the way I want it to. And so in this case, ES is just looking like a better place to enter, to be honest. I just want to wait and see if we actually do want to continue higher. Because if we don't, in the case that we do actually want to flip this 5-minute gap, again, I would love to see us get a strong move past this low. Ideally, past this gap right here. If we can get a strong retrace up and then close below this gap right here, I would be okay with taking shorts. Just because if the bearish intent is there, it's going to show itself. Right now, we're super bearish. In the 1 minute, obviously in the higher time frame, we are more bullish. NQ is looking much better for longs right now. For example, making pretty clean structure. In this case, if we get a closure above this wick, an engulfing closure right here, I would be very, very much willing to take this. 100% I would take that because it's a very good trade. But here's the thing. We need to see a strong engulfing closure because then we meet all that criteria of, sweep of liquidity, reaction of Valley Gap, engulfing closure. This isn't the cleanest structure, so that doesn't really count in this case. The thing is, if we do want to be bearish, which it looks like we are being pretty bearish, and we are reacting, maybe off an hourly gap. Yeah, we're acting off of this hourly gap right here. And if we actually want to deliver lower, well, there's actually really solid lows right here. I didn't even see this because I didn't have time to mark out my chart. If we do want to go lower, like I told you guys, this is the perfect time to recognize if we want to go up or down, because we have this 1-minute gap right here, right? If we want to see a bearish move, what do we want to see? We want to see an M. Where's our M? Up here, right? So we go here, and I want to see a little bit of a move up and then confirmation lower right there. Kind of fucked up that M, but whatever. Something like that, right? The thing is, I'm more bullish just because like we are seeing a lot of respect of this bullish price action. Therefore, I'm more leaning towards this like NQ trade right here, which I need to prepare for lot sizing wise, because it looks like we do want to go higher. So I'm gonna do 4, 3. Feeling good about this trade. So I would do 4. So in this case, we'll do 16. I know it's a little bit more than I usually risk, but it does match basically everything. I would just need to see a strong closure. A really strong closure above, you know, with showing clear bullish intention. That's all I'm waiting for in this case, and it looks like we are getting it. It looks like this 1 minute could potentially bring us higher, and I'm very, very okay with taking a trade right here. Our first take profit would be this high, and then our second take profit would be the following high. With ES also flipping this 1 minute BPR is really solid, and you could take this trade on ES 100%. I'm not going to, but you could 100% take it on ES. So I'm just waiting to see if we get a strong engulfing closure above. We don't quite get it yet. So I would rather, listen, a lot of people would take a trade right now because we did flip this 1 minute BPR. I'm not going to, just because I want to see the confirmation to tell us, okay, we actually do want to go higher. I want to make sure that if we actually are going to go higher, I have a confirmation that says, hey, we're making a higher high right now. So I'm just waiting. That's literally all I'm doing. Is this trade on ES really solid? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. Right here, this 1 minute failed BPR. Like, this trade is pretty solid. However, this is also setting up for really good shorts. You got to think about that. Look, we're making the lower high right here. If we flip this 1 minute BPR that potentially will form and then move lower, then I'm going to take the shorts. Now it looks like NQ is wanting to go higher. So if we see, look right here, perfect. We're seeing a pretty strong engulfing closure. I'm going to risk down a little bit because I do want my stop loss to make sense. And I will be taking this long right now.
Order filled.
So I'm long on NASDAQ with stops below here, stops right here. I'll put it like at the midpoint of this. So it's 0.34.5. And then I need to make sure to alert the Discord. So long on NQ. Okay. Now, are we scared that price is moving down? No, not at all. To be honest, like I like this higher draw. I know that we are, you know, we're respecting this 4-hour gap. We swept liquidity. I think we have pretty clear objectives higher. Therefore, I'm not super, like, you know, I'm not super worried about it. If I'm wrong, then so be it. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. You know, we're gonna win some, we're gonna lose some. It's okay. I have pretty decent conviction in this trade. So let's hope that we're right. You know, we did get the engulfing closure that I wanted. Sorry, I was looking at trade of 8. We did get the engulfing closure that I wanted. We do have pretty solid structure in this, so I would expect it to. It looks like we're making a lot of buy orders because that's like a classic. Like if you see an immediate sell after your big candle, like it to me it's like, okay, we're actually making all these sell orders that people wanna, you know, get filled. In this case, you know, this is our W, not the most, like a little bit of an unorthodox W, but it's looking pretty good. So let's mark out our take profits. In this case, I went with 3 contracts. So we're gonna go with 2. So 2 would be 8. We're gonna go with 2 at this high right here, which would be 249. No, this is 207. So right here. And then we're gonna go with 1 at the previous day high. There we go. All right, now we just gotta wait. Literally all we have to do is just wait. I like the structure. I like it. It's looking pretty good. Should I go break even here? You know, I could. I easily could. But I don't think that that's where we reverse. I think that we are more likely to flip way up here than we are way down here. Also, I would hate to get, you know, wicked out. So I'm just going to wait. I'm in the trade. You know, I'm very convinced that this trade is going to play out well. It's going to go in our favor. If it doesn't, that's perfectly fine too. It's not a big deal. And it matches all of our criteria that we're looking for in a trade. Therefore, now we just have to wait. Well, how's your guys' day been going? So far, so good for me. I mean, if I get this winning trade right now, I can take a nice little payout, which would be beautiful for my account. But other than that, you know, how's everything with you guys? I hope that you've been enjoying the videos. I try to put a lot of work into them. I like making good content. I want to teach you guys how to trade. This is why I'm making this video live instead of, you know, doing my recap. So you can see my executions and everything, and you can see that I am actually trading. And to show you guys that I'm actually trading, I guess I could log in. I don't want to log in on stream, but, well, I guess I could show you the live account that it is in a trade right now. I didn't get the best fill on the live account. Okay, wait, markets, trades, here we go. So you can see that I am actively in a trade, the same trade that I took. Therefore, I'm not lying to you guys. That's basically all I'm trying to show here. I got a really bad fill on this trade, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. All right, let's see if this actually wants to play it in our favor. I think it's going to be pretty choppy. I think it's gonna take It's gonna take a little bit of time, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. What we don't want to do is exit early. We don't want to get scared. You know, right now I'm in profit, but we could very easily be in the negative anytime. The trade could be very much negative. I'm very confident in this trade. It looks really solid, and I really like the structure. I like how we respected the 1 minute. It looks to me like we are, you know, just tapping into a 5 minute and making continuations higher. So I don't see the reason as to why it would fail. I think that it's just going to take a little bit of time, that's all. That's all I can really say. Yeah, not really much else to be talking about here. Not much else to say. I know that there's a lot of traders that do have, like, very little stops, and they focus on points a lot, like catching big point moves. Like, this is a 132 point move. I don't really give a fuck about points, to be honest with you. Like, it doesn't make, I've never understood. It's like, why would you just go for points? Why not go for, like, you know, what makes sense? If I were to enter, you know, all the way down here and I catch a shit ton of points, okay, congratulations, man, you're a great trader, like, good, but like, that doesn't make you a better trader. That's like what I'm trying to say here. It's not gonna make you a better trader, like, period. Like, not just because you have decided to, you know, go for X amount of points does not mean that you will be a better trader. That's like what I'm trying to, that's like honestly the entire message that I'm trying to, like, put out there, where you need to focus on, you know, taking good trades. That's all you need to focus on. Slash break even. You need to take good trades. That's literally it. Again, like, I'm not gonna go break even at this because I don't believe that I do believe that the draw is higher. I think that I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna apply my methodology of, you know, waiting for the right time to go break even, and I'm gonna wait for that. I don't love how we're so close to 10 a.m. to be honest with you, but again, like, you know, I highly doubt that 10 a.m. is gonna bring us so low that we will see, you know, moves lower. Like, right now, higher time frame looks pretty bullish. You know, we're reacting off this 4 hour. I think we want to deliver, like, I think final delivery of day is going to be this 4 hour gap fill. Like, in my opinion, I think it's going to be that. However, we'll just have to wait and see if that's the case. I don't want to, you know, take such a huge trade that I guess I could leave a runner into up here, which I might actually. Depending on what, you know, depending on how price is moving, maybe I will leave a runner. And I'm actually gonna go opposite here. I'm gonna go with, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave a runner in that case. So let's do that. And 1 hour, what is the 4 hour gap fill? 25, 327. Okay. 23, 27. Let's just do 26. It's fine. All right. Yeah, I mean, right now we're chilling. We're not, obviously we're chilling on our position. I think that it is gonna hit our profits soon. So let's wait and see for that. Yeah. I don't know. I can't believe I made it to the charts today because I was doing, like, I was in a meeting and everything. I literally had to run into the charts, and like I sit down and I see the setup perfectly, and I actually was able to, like, you know, the fact that I'm able to take this and it looks like a really solid trade, I'm very happy with. But you know, I can't complain. Looks like we just swept that high that I would initially go break even at. I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna wait and see how we decide to play out. I do believe the draw is much higher. I don't think this is where we're gonna stop. I think that it is way too obvious to have these highs be the draw. So let's just wait and see how we play it out. Looks like it is going in our direction. Would be nice to get a big, like a nice win. Would be very nice. So let's just wait and see. You guys will hear the order filled sound probably. So so yeah, well, anyways. All right, so we have 7. Let's do 2. Okay. Just doing some math for my live account. Yeah, it looks like the wood price is going in our direction. I don't mind if 10 a.m. is now. I think 10 a.m. might push us to those highs, like all the way up here, and then maybe flip. You never know. But as of now, we're pretty chilling, to be honest. I'm not worried. I'm not really worried one bit. I wouldn't be surprised if price delivers like really shit and really slow, but that's part of trading. You have to learn to sit there and watch price edge you time and time again. There's people that play video games while they trade. I can't do that, bro. Like I get so like I'm not nervous. I'm obviously, but I'd rather be like attentive to my trades instead of just like taking whatever the fuck. It like doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you distract yourself with like video games? That's like doesn't make any sense. Oh, do we have? I don't think we don't have news at 10, so I'm not super worried about 10 a.m. Like this 10 a.m. again. 10 a.m. always just like goes crazy. So let's see if this 10 a.m. goes crazy in our direction. Hopefully it goes crazy in our direction. It looks like it's going up. Just need a little bit more of a push. That's all. Just a little tiny push. Just a little bit more, man. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, please. Just a little bit more, little bit. Almost there, champ. Almost there. One more push, champ. Come on. Come on, champ. We need this. Come on, champ. You got this. You got this. You got this. Oh, so close, champ. Oh, come on. Come on. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my. Yet. Oh, we're edging. We're edging so hard.
Order filled.
Alright. Enough of that fucking trolling. Alright, I'm take profit 1 hit. I'm break even right now. Looking for a high of day so I can take profit. And I'm actually gonna take profit all the way up there after. So let me just go on Discord. Bang, TB1 hit. Break even, risk free trade now. Now, why am I not exiting more? on my position because I really do believe our final targets are high of day. I don't see how we don't get to high of day. I think it might take a little bit. It might take longer than what we would like. Let's hope we don't get break even, obviously. But I'm very, very happy with just I'm happy with my first take profit. I think it's the right place to do so. I'm not surprised that we're seeing a lot of sell orders coming in now, but I think that it's just a matter of time until we see like a continuation higher. I don't think like if we look at the 4 hour, it just opened. Is this really going to be the flipping point? It looks like we're just bullish like crazy. Therefore, I'm going to believe that my bullish bias is right and that the 4 hour is not going to make a move lower than my break even. So I would expect us to continue higher into my higher draws. But at this point, it doesn't even matter because we already took profit one. Like, yeah, it's a 1-to-1, which a lot of people don't like. But, bro, a 1-to-1 is pays the bills. Like, 1-to-1s pay the fucking bills. And the best part is once we hit our second take profit, I can start trailing. And what I'm probably going to do is that if we hit our second take profit, because my third take profit is a little bit iffy, I'm just going to trail my stops to my first take profit because I don't want it to go like, any lower than that. I don't expect it to go any lower than that either. So I like the structure that we're forming right now. Again, we could easily see a big pullback into here. We probably have a 5-minute gap that is going to open up, in a minute. So I wouldn't be surprised if this 5-minute gap, gets tapped into and then we continue higher. Because if you look at overall draw, again, direction of liquidity, draw of liquidity, objectives, all about objectives. It is very clear to me based on this closure. Like, let's take away the drawings. If you just look at this, where do you think price is going to go? We swept a low. We're reacting off of this hourly. We have these highs right here. I wouldn't be surprised if we go all the way up to these highs now. Like that's like not even a bad point of expectation for the next few days. Now, could price stay in this range like it has been and it has been delivering really poorly for the last few days and so? Yeah, absolutely, it could. And if that's the case, that's fine. We already capitalized. We already took profits. Whether we get stopped out or not is perfectly fine. You have to be okay with that. Like, you cannot be hungry because imagine, oh, you're getting scared, and this used to happen to me. You get scared, I exit here, look, and then price goes to you take profit, you just lost yourself so much money right there. Instead of, like, in this case, if you take one micro, instead of having $56, you could have had way more, or I guess not in this case. Like, in this case, like, yeah, $58, and then in this case, you would have had so much more if you just waited. You have to be patient. Price is not linear. It is not linear, and it never will be linear either. I don't know why people think that. I don't know why people want just price to deliver immediately to the take profit. I don't understand what the point of that is. Again, look, let's look at ES here. ES hasn't even tapped into these highs. So could we see some moves lower? Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we are making moves lower. But it's fine. We already hit our first take profit. We're perfectly fine with that. So literally just have to wait it out now. That's all I can do. All I can do is just wait it out. Now, do we have a 5-minute that opened up? Perfect. We have this 5-minute gap that opened up right here, which should protect our position. So I'm not even worried. If we actually are bullish and I'm correct, this 5-minute gap is going to hold. It should hold. And it also leaves us a perfect place to trail our stops after. So let's just wait and see what happens. Again, if I'm wrong, so be it. Like, there's literally not a problem. I'm going to get rid of this, big ass square because, it's pissing me off. So, yeah, that's trading for you. I'm going to keep the video running just because I can. I want to be as transparent as possible. If I get break even, I get break even. So be it. I already secured a payout anyway, so I'm happy with that. It's not the most amount of money that I would love. I wish I could get. If I can win this trade, I think I can get a pretty close to a max payout, which would be really nice. But yeah, just waiting it out, man. Just waiting it out. Just waiting it out. Oh no. Oh no. My trade. That's okay. Ay, Dios mío. Yeah, it looks like we do want to go lower now. That's weird, man. I mean, we are ranging, and we've been ranging for the last few days, so it's fine. Looks like we're going to get break even, which would be really unfortunate. I don't even know if I make the winning day. Maybe I do. I don't know. Let's just wait and see what happens. If we don't get break even, that'd be really nice. You know, can't do anything about it now. I don't see any other setups like really presenting themselves, to be honest. But if they do, like, that's fine. Maybe I'll take. I don't think I'm gonna take it on my funded accounts. I would want to take it on my evals only. Yeah, it does look like we're close to getting stopped out here. If there is any point to reverse, it is now or never. We did flip the 5 minute, which I mean, yeah, it's like this is now or never, because if we flip the 5 minute down, then there's no reason to continue being bullish. So let's just wait and see what happens. I like this move somewhat. I don't love it, to be honest, but maybe we save ourselves. Maybe we don't. This trade on ES would be very frustrating. Very, very fucking frustrating, I'll tell you that. Bro, Price has been doing this shit like over and over and over again. Like, honestly, I've seen this happen so many times. Look, we're not even gonna, like, if we can survive this flip. No, we didn't. We actually, okay, we almost survived the flip, but I'm telling you, Price keeps doing this bullshit over and over and over and literally over and over and over again. Yesterday did the same thing. It's gonna come down and edge to my entry, and then it's just gonna go flying up. And now here's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm recognizing the same price activity as yesterday, I'm just going to put my second take profit here and then my final take profit up here. Because if this is how we want to behave, then the chances of us actually getting to where we want to go are pretty slim. So, therefore, I have now updated my second and third take profit. So, second take profit will be here, third take profit would be here. And why am I doing this? Like, you might be like, oh, that's so stupid. You're going to miss out on so much money. You know what, man? Let's see what happens here. I might still get break even. Like, there's a pretty good chance that I still get break even here. So, why would I, like, because I'm recognizing that we're ranging right now, the same way that we did yesterday, right here, same way we were ranging yesterday, and sure, did we go up there? Eventually, we did go up there. But it's like, you're playing against, like, such big odds that there's no reason for you to believe that we're actually going to, like, you know, deliver super strongly. I don't want to get caught in chop. I want a directional move like this. Like, I want a unidirectional move, something like this. So let's just wait and see what happens. It looks like this to me looks like, you know, we're going to flip lower now. I mean, the 5 minute inversed, and then we're making the wick up of the 5 minute. Like, this is like a pretty classic, you know, sweep liquidity and inverse value gap. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if people are in shorts actively, like, off of that. Because, and again, this goes back to what I said here. You kind of have an idea that price is actually gonna, you know, not go in your direction. Once you see a potential entry that is followed by, like, a candle in the opposite direction, because that usually shows, you know, there's a lot of orders that are trying to get filled for this sell, or like for this sell order. In my case, it was the same thing. I entered right here, and then we saw a pretty big drastic push down, filling all of our buy orders to continue higher. So I would not be surprised if, like, this just chops around slowly and, like, we don't really go anywhere. It looks very similar to yesterday, which is why I'm moving my take profits to here and here. Now all we can do now is wait. There's nothing else we can do. I'm not even gonna trail my stops to here because it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm waiting for, like, a clear lower low to get placed, for me to trail my stops, and it doesn't look like we want to make it yet. I swear to you, Price been on some bullshit lately. This is actually incredible. Alright, I'm gonna go get something. You guys can see if I get stuff out or not. What the fuck, bro? I don't understand. I really don't understand Price. Of course I'm happy because it's going in my direction, but like, brother. Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm calling I'm gonna call my girlfriend, show her the trade. She'll be part of the video. She sees that you probably get hit. Come on. Pick up. Hello? What? Yeah, you want to be part of the video. Look. Say hi to the camera. I'm not looking at the roof. Say hi to the camera. Hi. No, show your face. Say hi to the camera. No. Yes, why not? Why? I don't understand. Because I want you to be part of the video. Just say hi to the camera. Look, we're looking at a roof right now. Nice lamp. I'm in a they look, say hi to the camera. Say hi to everybody. Okay. I'm almost done with the, oh, somebody slept well. I'm almost done with my chair. Look, we're winning. We're so winning. I already took profits. I already secured a payout. We're so winning. All right. I'll call you right after I finish, okay? Well, if you want to talk to the market makers to make it go faster, I would be very happy to talk to you as soon as possible. Oh, what the fuck? What is this sell candle? Well, there goes our position. See, I'm telling you, bro. Price been on some bullshit right lately. Like, what is this? What is like? What even? Who the fuck decided to just like dump giant amounts of cells at this high? I don't get it. Yeah, that is a crazy, bro. That's actually insane. We were so chilling, and then just shitty delivery.
Stop filled.
What in God's green earth was that? That's crazy. All right, well, out there for a 0.5 R, unfortunately. And now I guess in hindsight, I wish I would have taken double profits up here. But I was kind of confident in this trade, to be honest with you. Like, I was pretty confident in the trade. It is what it is. You know, we can't do anything about it now. We got break even. It looks like we want to go lower. So, yeah. That's a trading session for y'all. If I take another trade, I will put it on recap or I'll just add it to the end of the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.